Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about a little something that I've noticed while filming in the dance world, and I think it would help a few of you guys create good dance films. So in the dance world, I've seen super good choreography and freestyle videos come out from dancers who just shoot it and professional videographers. But there are some who try to create a super professional looking video for their choreography or their freestyle, but they kinda miss the mark just a little bit. So with that being said, here are my 5 tips to stepping up your dance videos. So tip number 1 is to shoot wide. It's easy to confuse a dance video with a music video sometimes because a music video focuses on performances and facials and lip syncing and all that kind of stuff. A dance video is about the whole body because you want to catch every little detail, you want to catch every movement. The only time you do want to go a little bit more close up is maybe medium shots, which is from kind of the top of the head to the waist of the hip. That's only if you don't have any like crazy footwork going on in the choreography. If you're a dancer, you know this already. You know you need to see the whole thing. But for your videographers out there who may not know this, you need to shoot as wide as possible because you don't want to miss any detail of the choreography. If you want to get those details in, talk to your choreographer you're shooting for. Tip number 2, locations. You probably struggle with this as a videographer, filmmaker, whichever you are, or even a dancer. You know locations is your backdrop and locations is what can set the mood and everything. When choosing a location, try to pick places where it either adds to the mood or feel of the choreography or helps tell the story. Also, another thing to know, and a lot of people will know this already, but for those of you who don't, make sure there's good lighting. Either bring your own lights if you have, or if you want to, just rely on the natural or ambient light in the area. You choose a good location and have good lighting, you'll just have a plain out good visual aesthetic for the video. Tip number 3 is adding appropriate motion to your videos. So shooting a dance video and trying to make it good, sometimes just placing your camera down and setting it may not do the job. Sometimes you want to move the camera. One way is to make it dynamic and big and have big swooping kind of motions. Another way would be to be more subtle and smooth and slow. Or you could even just mesh the two together. So motion is of your taste and your choice. But just make sure wherever it does, the motion needs to complement the choreographer or the choreography itself. So for my dance videos, I like to shoot with this guy right here. This is my GlideCam HD 2000, and what it is, it's a stabilizer and it stabilizes my camera. The camera will go on top right here and I would hold it like so. What it does, it just counterbalances the sway and weight of my camera. On the other hand, there's devices like gimbals where it's just like this. The difference is that it's electronic, so you don't have to muscle it as much. For those of you who are shooting with your camera or with your phone, you can always still get a stable shot without any stabilizer. What you can do with whether it's your camera or your phone, you want to just hold it and really try to cradle your camera, add contact and make it as stable as possible, and tuck your elbows to your body so your camera or your phone can move with your body, which is more stable than holding it far from away and making it more shaky. Now the other part to moving without a stabilizer is how you walk. A basic way of how to walk smooth is try to think you're trying to sneak. When you're trying to sneak around, what you usually want to do is kind of roll your foot from heel to toe. Heel to toe. Make it smooth. And if you want to move backward, you go reverse. Toe to heel, toe to heel. Simple. So that's how you try to get dynamic or subtle motions with your camera or your phone without making it shaky. Tip number 4, shoot more than you need. So when you shoot more than you need, that means you need to get more than just one take, unless it's purposeful for the choreographer or the choreography itself. Other than that, you want to make sure you shoot multiple shots, multiple angles. Mix it up. You get different looks and it can either add to the feel or the story of the choreography. Also, make sure you play with some angles. You can go above the subject or below. What I prefer is to shoot a little bit lower than the subject because for a dancer, shooting below them makes them look a little bit bigger, making them a little larger than life, almost like a superhero. Who doesn't want to be a superhero? Tip number 5 is bring a loudspeaker to set. So you want to bring a loudspeaker to set because you want the dancers to perform to their best in every take, every shot you do. Usually when you do bring a loudspeaker, it allows the dancer to feel the music and they perform way better for you. You don't need to bring a big fat speaker just like this, or even a boombox like how they did in the 80s. Respect to the 80s though. All you really need is a speaker around this size or smaller. This is a speaker I got about 2 years ago for Christmas, and man, it pushes out super good sound. It's super loud, and it's Bluetooth. So bringing a loudspeaker also allows you to sync your music to the choreography better, because obviously it's nice and loud so your camera can hear it and you can hear it when you're editing. If it's Bluetooth, you can control your music from anywhere. You can be a videographer and control the speaker from a distance, where you can put it closer to your talent or even a little bit farther, and you can still control it within a good range. So yeah, a Bluetooth speaker would be really good. So being that I mentioned that you want to get a loudspeaker, here's another little tip. Don't make it too loud when you're shooting in public or late at night, because you don't want to draw in a crowd where they either bother you on set or cross onto your set, or sometimes you just might get the cops called on you. That never has happened to me on the dance video, but there was a few times cops gave me a look for blasting music around midnight. Just be a little courteous when you bring one of these guys out and choose to blast your music for your video. So I hope these 5 tips helped you dancers and videographers out there, and I hope to see a lot more high quality videos getting pushed out by all you guys out there. If you guys enjoyed this video and you thought it helped, like it, share it out, and comment down below. Other than that, I'm Taylor Nieto from Otay Media, and go shoot some good dance videos, guys. Thanks for watching.